Hello, my name is Bruce Miller, and I'm with RimTech Consulting, and I'm here to talk briefly about our course, Software Ready Retention Schedule for EDRMS, Deep Dive. So EDRMS is Electronic Document Records Management Software or System, and Deep Dive means that we're going into it deeply, much more detail than in other courses of the same name. So this is a one-day virtual course online, and it's vendor neutral. There are 5 software products you can use to deliver an EDRMS for SharePoint. 5. And it doesn't matter which of the 5 you're going to use, and it doesn't matter if you've even made a decision as to which of the 5 you intend to use. Everything you learn in this course is applicable to any of the 5, okay? Completely vendor neutral. In fact, if you want to know any detail about any of the 5, just ask, and we can cover that in the course, no problem, okay? Now, as a deep dive course, what that means is that you must have a prerequisite. You must have taken one of our courses with a foundation. Our foundation courses are clearly marked, and they're divided into a morning and an afternoon. The morning is the foundation. The foundation covers the concepts, methods, and techniques, measurements, and terminology of modern EDRMS. It will be impossible to understand this course, the deep dive course, unless you've taken that previously, okay? So please, please, please do not sign up for this course unless you've taken the prerequisite course before with the foundation, okay? So what we're going to cover here is the software ready retention schedule. So the premise behind it is your existing retention schedule is not suitable for an EDRMS. Why not? Well, 3 reasons. Number 1 is the 60% or more of your records are case records, which are event-driven retention, and they have to be handled separately from all other records. The software will demand that. You have to do this. You have no choice. Reason number 2 is most likely your retention schedule was written by humans, and it was intended to be read, interpreted, and acted upon by humans, but that's not applicable in an EDRMS. Humans don't read retention schedules in a modern EDRMS. We automate it so that the users don't see or interact with it. What we do, however, is we have to make the retention schedule software actionable. The retention rules must be read by a machine, by the record software, and acted upon appropriately. So this doesn't mean you throw away your retention schedule, although in some cases it might. But usually what it means is you retain your retention rules in English language, but you restructure them into machine-readable format. It's quite a big change, okay? That's what today is all about. This course is all about, okay? So imagine you're going to create a retention schedule that nobody will ever see. Let that sink in, because that's the reality. So here's what we'll cover in this course. The requirements that the software expects of you. We'll look at what case records are and how to handle them correctly in the retention schedule. And we'll look at value-based retention. In the old days, one business activity or category in the retention schedule only had one retention rule. Those days are long gone. Now you can have as many rules as you want per category, and you can have a different retention rule based on the value, the retention value of the records. Now, we'll also teach you that there were 2 layers of metadata, and yes, you need to know the metadata. The reason is because metadata is used inside automated retention rules. So one layer of metadata is what we call non-negotiable compliance metadata, and the second layer is business metadata. So we're going to be focusing in on that. We'll talk about what the automation looks like and how to some examples of how to actually automate some of these rules. And we'll look at modes for categories. A category is a business activity, which translates into a library in SharePoint, and they have 3 modes. And that's a mode is a behavior within SharePoint. One is common, one is shared, and one is local. We'll teach you what those 3 mean and how to make them behave properly in SharePoint. And we will take into account privacy, which is hugely important nowadays. And we will give you the ability to estimate pretty reliably how much effort will it take to do this conversion from an old-fashioned non-software ready retention schedule into a modern one ready to deploy in an EDRMS. Okay, so that's it. And in the description below, you'll find 3 links. One for a document with all the details of this course, one link to the schedule of all our courses, and a third link to register for this course. Thanks very much.